Hi everyone, this is Alec from AJ Farms, and today we are here finally outside in the garden. This is actually one of our raised garden beds that we built last year, I believe. So it's about 4 feet long and 2 feet wide, and we have two of them. So in one bed we're going to be planting radishes, and then the other one we're going to plant halfway with carrots. I do still need to clean up this little corner, but it's not too bad. They're mostly prepared. So what I'm going to do real quick is show you what varieties that we're going to be planting, and then I will get to it. So for our carrots, we're going to fill that half bed with the Scarlet Nantes carrots. I'm not actually sure how to pronounce that one, but it takes about 68 days for them to be ready to harvest, and they are about 6 to 7 inches long, if I recall. Next we have the daikon radish, which is a very long Asian-style radish. These beds are a little too short for them to get to their full potential, but we'll be happy with whatever size we can get out of these because they are delicious. Next we have the French dressing radish, and I will say the rest of these are completely new to me, so I don't know too much about them. We have the French dressing radish. We have the French breakfast radish. We have the sparkler, which is a little globe-shaped radish. Honestly, I kind of got it for the name because it also looks adorable. We have the early scarlet globe radish, and then the black Spanish, which I did try to grow last year, but didn't quite make it. So I'm going to try those again. And then right here I have all of our plant labels, so I'm going to get those situated so I can figure out my spacing, and then I will show you what I have when I get back. Alright, so I've got my labels in place, and you'll have to apologize if the audio gets a little sad. It's very windy outside. I didn't realize it would be. It was supposed to be nice and warm today. But the biggest reason I'm planting my radish right now is it's supposed to be very warm, like in the mid to upper 70s, almost 80s for the next few days, and I believe we're supposed to get a little bit of rain. The other reason I want to plant the radishes now is that radish are a cool season crop. They do not grow well in temperatures above 70 degrees. In fact, they'll actually bolt, which means they'll send up a big stalk and try to produce seeds. So you won't get the bulb that you're trying to get out of them. So I want to plant them now because we are about, I'd say, 6 weeks out from our frost date, and the upcoming temperatures don't show anything too below 32. In fact, we're not going to get anything below freezing for another week or so. So hopefully these will sprout, and then I can cover them up for that incoming cold snap. But I'm going to start with these black Spanish radish, and I want to show you the seeds before I put them in the ground. So here are the black Spanish radish seeds, and most of the radish seeds are about this size. They're actually decently sized. They're not like the basil or the onions, well, more like basil where they're super tiny. So they're a little easier to see, which means they're a little easier to plant. Now these seeds, I think I bought them last year, so they should sprout just fine. But I am going to sow all of my radish thickly, and then I'll come back out and thin them once they're a little bit older. So unfortunately I don't have anything I can set you up on, so I'm going to go ahead and get these planted, and then I will show you what the carrot seeds look like before I plant those. Alright, so here are the carrot seeds. As you can see, they're a lot smaller and a lot more lightweight than the radish seeds. They're actually being blown around a little bit by the wind. Now with these, I only have 2 varieties that I plan on planting this year, so I'm going to fill up half of my raised bed with this mix. I dug little trenches. With carrot seeds, you do not want to plant them very deeply at all because the seeds are so small, and they do take a little bit to germinate. They can take up to 2+ weeks. So make sure that you have very consistent moisture and watering when you are trying to grow these, and they should sprout up. Now carrots are also a cool season crop, but you'll have a little bit more luck with growing them during the summer, but you do want to start them in the spring. This may be a little bit early to start them, but we're kind of experimenting this year, so we're going to see how well they do. So we have our carrots planted. I made sure not to cover them with too much soil because, again, you don't want them to struggle to germinate and then that give you poor germination. And I think I got these seeds this year, so they should sprout just fine. But we're going to go get some water and water these in because we don't have our hose connected for the season yet because we had some issues with the hose head cracking, so we wanted to make sure we didn't lose the whole hose. But we're going to water these in, and then once they start sprouting up and get a little bit bigger, we're going to thin them out, which basically means we're going to take some of the smaller plants out and dispose of them or eat them early, because we want to give the big, more vigorous plants more space to grow so that we can get either the long roots for the carrots or the big bulbs for the radish that we really want. But that is all for this video. We will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.